black garlic mashed potatoes. And to make it, here's what I did. Into a food processor, I threw in 2 black garlic, followed by melted butter and a little bit of roasted bell peppers. Blended on high, and in the end I was left with this black garlic compound butter. Throw it in some steaks and it's gonna turn out fantastic. But hey, we're gonna be making some mashed potatoes with it. So after boiling my potatoes in salted water, I went ahead and mashed them up. Threw in my black garlic compound butter in there and mixed everything well. As now it was time to add in some cream cheese, followed by some milk. I mixed everything well and combined those ingredients together. As once that was done, I throw everything into a baking dish. Now that was really easy. However, I did not like how it looks on top, so I wanted to go ahead and make a nice crust. Into a pan, I threw in some butter and let it melt. Once that was done, I went in with some breadcrumbs. Mixed everything well to incorporate with butter and threw it right on top of the mashed potato. I spread everything evenly and made some dimples into it. Take a look. Again, this is an experiment as well. I have no idea if it's gonna turn out good or bad, but we're gonna let you know real shortly, as the only thing left to do was to throw it in the oven and get a nice little crust. And in the end, I was left with this. Now, is it gonna be good? Well, we're gonna find out real shortly. Put it down in the comments below and let me know right now if you think it's gonna turn out good or bad.
All right, let's try that. This is a little weird though.
What is this?
I know, right? It's a little glue. It's mashed potato.
What?
Yeah, but it's a funny mashed potato.
That doesn't look like mashed potato.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't test it for salt or seasoning, but we're gonna find out right now. You ready?
Let's do this.
All right, let's see. Cheers, everyone. That's delicious. I'll tell you that right now. What do you think, Mama?
If you like mashed potatoes, but you're tired of the same old mashed potatoes over and over,
Yeah.
do whatever he did over there.
Even though it's a little red and then some black spots inside.
Doesn't matter. Tastes amazing.
Tastes really, really nice. That's all I can say about that.
Uncle Guga, welcome to my restaurant.
Congratulations.
It's Uncle Roger. What you think? What you think?
I love it. Love the colors, love the decor. And we're trying out everything.
That's a long way to fly to eat some fried rice, you know.
Well, it's world famous. I gotta try it. But we actually tried a lot of things already. You took me around the city.
Yeah, this is our 9th meal. We eat 8 times already today. Hiya, Uncle Roger, so full.
Oh, no. Guga is not full at all, everybody. I'm excited. But here's what happened the whole day.
The first dish he wanted me to try was nasi lemak. This is Malaysia's national dish. But we didn't stop there, as then he took me to the wet market. There were so many different things to see. Some looked familiar, and others we definitely don't have here in the US. Right after that, we went straight to some beef noodles. And this caught me by surprise. The flavors were something I've never experienced before. It was quite unique. And then he gave me some chicken. Surprisingly, the chicken was at room temperature. That one was not what I was expecting. But to make up for it, he took me to a barbecue spot. That one hit it right on the money. As you know, I love barbecue. However, I had to put Uncle Roger in check.
Why are you fingering the brisket? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how Uncle Roger tell us.
Respect it. This is not sorbet. Nah. Don't do that. Don't finger my meat, bro.
I'll tell you one thing. I had a great time going through Malaysia with Uncle Roger. In the end, we even sing karaoke together. And you should definitely go check out his video after this one, because now it's time to try every single thing on his menu.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you for taking me around, Uncle Roger. But now we got some... What is this?
This is all our side dish at my restaurant.
Oh, I'm the king of side dishes.
Yeah, I know. You always make one. Just one random side dish and then 20 steak.
That's right. What is this, Uncle Roger? Can you please explain?
This is keropok. Is Malay for cracker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fish flavor.
Comes with a sauce too.
Dip with this sauce.
All right, let's see.
Nice and light. Uncle Roger like this to start meal.
Cheers.
You like it?
Slightly spicy, nicely crunch. Reminds me of like a cracker.
This is exactly what it is, but Malaysian version. This one very funny. This one Uncle Roger will never order at my restaurant.
Really?
Because it's fry. Why you order fry at fried rice restaurant, you know? But you know what we call this on menu? We call this J-O boring fry. Do you know what J and O stand for?
What?
Have a think. Uncle Roger cannot say, otherwise I'm gonna get sued.
Jamie Oliver.
Bleep that out. Bleep that
Wow, I
out.
cannot believe you put that name on your restaurant. So what is this? Just fries and just
ketchup.
that's why it's boring?
Yeah?
Oh wow, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, okay.
What is that?
Uncle Roger's favorite.
Really?
My favorite side in my whole restaurant.
Okay, tell me
We call
about it.
this wok hei white corn. This Japanese corn with some QP mayo and some Japanese spice on there.
Cheers, everybody.
But in white corn, so much sweeter than American yellow corn.
Very delicious, nice smoky. How do you get the smoke on it?
We use wok hay. We char it.
So you put this on the actual wok.
Yeah.
Very delicious.
Don't give away all my recipe, Uncle Guga.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna have to come and try it, everybody. What's next? What is this? This is calling my attention.
That is gyoza.
So what inspired you to come out with a gyoza? Is just because you like it?
We want all sort of Asian cuisine in here, you know? And everybody like gyoza. It's like dumpling, but more fun. One of our best sellers. That one.
That is delicious. So it's pan-fried and steamed, right? That's why you have that combination. Right. What is this, Uncle Roger? This caught my attention.
Fried dumpling.
And what is this sauce? I'm gonna dip it in this sauce here. What is
Sweet
that?
and sour sauce. You're gonna like it. This one crowd pleaser. I know you're gonna like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you want to tell you?
Wow. Huge piece of shrimp inside. Wow.
So crispy also.
Nice and crispy and a generous amount of filling. Well, so far I gotta tell you, everything's been delicious. That looks spicy.
Maybe you save this for last because it's a little bit spicy. We save for last so we don't ruin everything. Try
Tell me
satay,
about
satay
this.
first.
Satay, okay. All right. So is satay Malaysian?
Yeah?
Tell me about this.
This one is satay. Just chicken on stick.
Cheers.
The meat, even though it's lean, it's tender.
Nice and juicy. A lot of spices.
How you think? You like it?
Satay, very delicious, very tasty, extremely spicy. Not spicy, like very flavorful with a lot of spices. What is this?
Fried chicken with pineapple mayo and sesame seed.
Pineapple mayo.
You're gonna like, trust. I know it sounds weird to American ear because you guys like mayo too much.
All right, let's give it a try. Oh, hefty.
This is the best seller.
Really?
Yeah. What I tell you? Pineapple mayo on chicken. Best secret.
Why does it work so well? Sweet but savory.
And the little sesame seed give it some little extra layer of flavor. So good.
Wow, forget about sweet and sour chicken. Have this.
Yeah, this one way better. And
What is that, Uncle Roger? Show me, what is this one?
Another fried thing. You can see Malaysian people, we all like our fried food.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is this? Shrimp tempura?
Fried prawn. No. This is not tempura. Tempura, the batter different, lighter. This just deep fried prawn with breading.
Deep fried.
You know?
Oh, okay. With a little bit
Fried.
of sauce. Let's give it a try.
I mean, it's good, but Uncle Roger admit this is not my favorite compared to rest of them.
But it's nice and crispy.
But a bit boring because this just chili sauce, this just regular fried. It's not like this got pineapple, you know?
Yeah, this one is a lot more flavorful than this one. I agree. But this is
one.
delicious, though. I feel like a lot of people would enjoy this.
Yeah?
All right, I want to try that spicy thing.
Okay, the final thing.
Yeah.
This is mana popcorn chicken.
Tell me about this. Look spicy. Look dangerous.
This is the Sichuan chili. But you don't eat this. This just for flavoring and for color.
So is this going to be spicy?
Just a little bit. It's a numbing spice. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Look spicy. Let's see. A little lemony from the Sichuan peppercorn. Also, not spicy that way.
It's coming.
Oh, takes a second. Very good.
Uncle Roger feel a lot of love and support.
I know.
You know,
Congratulations.
all the fans here, you know.
Yeah.
These are all the people who leave YouTube comment. All these people. Say hi to camera, fans. Say hi. Uncle Guga, you're so famous in Malaysia.
Oh, there you go.
And you see, with this fried rice restaurant, very cartoon, so we got little.
It looks just like you.
Yeah. No, and then over here.
This is where you place the order, Uncle Roger?
No, this is the bar for takeaway, for to-go order or takeaway. You just come here, you order, and you go.
Oh.
We actually serve slushy and ice cream also.
Oh.
If we have too many people, they cannot come in, they just order from here. All good. And these are all the nice crew, nice staff people. They're working really hard. Uncle Roger would
Did you
say,
train them well?
yeah, of course. Uncle Roger will ask you guys to tip your wait staff, but in Malaysia we don't tip. But just treat them well, be kind to them.
Oh, there you
I
go.
guess you can tip them if you want. Just give them money, you know.
How hard was it to open shop?
Oh, very hard. We have
Really?
to find because this location very prestigious.
Oh.
Pavilion is
How
very
does the
nice.
permit
mall.
work?
Permit? Oh, no permit. Malaysia don't need permit.
Wait, what?
We just start business and hope nobody die. That our permit.
Oh my.
You see this country that
a little bit
look like
different.
you have permit.
No.
Okay, maybe Toys R Us got permit. And then see this little machine. I think this one, if you spend above certain amount, you get to spin.
Oh.
And then one of the prize.
Then you
is
get a
this
prize
ball.
inside.
Yeah. One of the prize is you get to meet Uncle Roger.
Really?
I don't know why that a prize. That seems like not very valuable price. Uncle Roger rather get like discount or gift card or something, you know?
No, I think that's a good price. And now the main dish.
Of course.
Oh, fried rice.
Of course, this what Uncle Roger restaurant known for, my fried rice. We have 3 different type of fried rice.
Tell me, what is this?
This all the same base of fried rice. It's just called Uncle Roger's egg fried rice.
Okay.
But the topping all different. So when you come to my restaurant, you can customize your fried rice however you want by putting different topping on there. So usually this egg fried rice, the base one just come with garlic shrimp.
Okay.
But you can upgrade to unagi. This is eel, or you can upgrade to salmon also.
Oh, I see.
Choose whatever.
This one
3
looks
types.
different though.
This kimchi fried rice, that's the second type of fried rice, kimchi fried rice. And this the third type of fried rice, this is Uncle Roger's favorite.
Really?
We call it special fried rice, but we're gonna come to that later. Uncle Roger won't tell you what make it special yet.
Got it.
So first step, we tried the rice first without topping, so you can really see our fried rice skill. Cheers.
Cheers.
What you think?
Okay.
You think my fried rice good? This next level.
That one that you cooked in the house is not even close to this one.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, don't talk.
Yeah. I think they cook a lot better than you in the kitchen,
What?
Uncle Roger.
Now try some of the topping. That's some of the garlic shrimp.
Is this popular, the garlic shrimp?
Yep, that's the most popular topping for this fried rice.
Really?
Yep.
Absolutely delicious. What makes this special fried rice better than anybody else?
We use more flavoring, but you also need balance.
I see.
So in our sauce, try to find the right amount of sauce to balance out the garlic.
Very good fried rice. Let me try this topping over here.
Unagi.
Is this one popular?
It's not super popular because it's the most expensive topping.
Why? Because unagi is so
Not
expensive?
expensive, you know?
Really? I see. Oh, that is amazing.
Nobody even think unagi can go well with rice, but it do.
Oh, wow. Nice and fatty. And when you combine it with the fried rice, it's just like a whole nother level.
And the unagi sauce got a bit of sweetness also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that,
This
salmon?
one, no, this one the same fried rice, but this one salmon. Of
What
course,
about that topping? Look
salmon.
like you use same mayo.
Yeah. But salmon, of course, salmon cannot compete with unagi, but just try anyway.
Uncle Roger, what is one of the hardest things about owning a restaurant? Because
Okay.
everybody keeps asking me to open my own restaurant. I want to know.
You have to be ready for all the complaints.
Oh, really? You got a lot of complaints? What people complain about the most?
At first, when we launched our restaurant, Uncle Roger liked my rice more flavorful, so I give them less rice because I want to keep them wanting more. The Malaysian people, they don't want to keep wanting more, they just want more, you know? So our fried rice, when we start 200 grams per plate, now we keep the same price, but now 300 grams per plate.
So they wanted more for their
we
buck.
want more, and now we're losing money, you know? Fried rice too little.
Oh, that's good.
Not as good as unagi, but
Crispy salmon, that mayo right there, it's delicious. However, this is on another level, everybody. Seriously.
Okay.
What is this? Kimchi fried rice? Is this one popular? Because I know a lot of people don't like duck.
people still order, but not as much.
Why do you think that is?
Because not a lot of people like kimchi, you know? Kimchi sometimes acquired taste is a bit sour, a bit fermented.
No. Acquired taste is durian.
You take this piece of durian up,
Yeah.
there are pit in there,
Okay.
and now you just eat.
Hold on.
It
I
tastes
shouldn't
good.
have done that. Oh, wow.
Tastes like honey and melted cheese.
No, it doesn't. It smells like stinky feet.
Don't be pussy, just eat.
So smell is very important when you eat something, but let's try it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What? We lost him?
Okay.
Big man like you scared durian for
No,
what?
durian is not for me. That's an acquired taste.
Okay, try the rice first,
Okay, let's try the
Make
rice.
sure you get a bit of the kimchi.
You make the kimchi in house?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Oh, that is very good. I am a kimchi lover. You know, I'm half Korean. Did you know that?
No, you're not. I think you're half Dana White and half Costco guy.
Oh, boy.
Got a good roast actually. And usually for kimchi fried rice, they got less smoky flavor, you
Yeah.
know? So we recommend to pair it with smoked duck.
Oh, okay.
Try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good, correct?
So much better than chicken. But so far, if I'm being completely honest with you, nothing comes close to this one.
Oh, really?
This one here, so good, Uncle Roger. However, isn't that the number one?
I have secret trick up Uncle Roger's sleeve.
Okay, I want to try that one. Tell me about this one. What's so special about it? First of all, the egg.
Just look at the egg. Look how perfect it is.
Yeah.
And this we got our.
And what makes it so special? Because I know you said special in there. Oh, what is that? What is that red
See
thing?
the pink flower. That's the thing that make it special.
Is that the one that you showed me on the market today?
Yeah, correct. Finally got a chance to taste it. Trust me, Uncle Roger. I love all my fried rice.
Yeah.
But after you taste this one, you go back to this fried rice. This one cannot compete.
Really?
Yeah. Just try a little bit of rice with a little bit of the pink thing and nothing else. If you ever taste this flavor in your life or not.
Let's see.
It's special.
How do you describe that?
Cannot describe. It's magical.
Floral, but nothing like saffron.
No, nothing like that.
No.
Little bit spicy, just little bit.
Tiny bit, like what makes spicy good, flavorful. I've
And
never
now-
tasted anything like it. Wow, that's very good.
Uncle Roger want you to break the egg yolk like this,
Uh-huh.
mix with the rice, and then add little bit of sambal. You know how in Malaysia we add sambal to things?
Yeah, you add sambal to everything,
Yeah,
no?
add little bit like this, and now
A little bit of everything. Cheers.
cheers.
Oh,
Game over.
okay, it's better than that one.
Correct, see?
Yeah, but
Okay.
now I'm gonna tell you what's gonna make it even better.
What?
We have this one here. Oh.
I'm going to have to be honest. I actually never tried this combo before.
I think it's gonna work just
Let's see.
fantastic.
Cheers. Okay.
Okay, but I gotta tell you one thing, Uncle Roger. Everything's fantastic. This was my favorite, second favorite. Amazing place. Come visit. Uncle Roger, what's your number one thing? What's your favorite thing on the whole menu?
Of course, this special fried rice now with unagi.
Ah, there you go. We made a video together. If you guys want to see Uncle Roger taking me around the whole entire Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, go check out his video. We'll be on the link in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. On today's video, I am getting schooled by a Turkish master.
Yep, you heard that right. I'll be experiencing so many dishes today that is absolutely insane. Some of them might look familiar to you, others not so much. As you can clearly see, the variation of Turkish food is insane, but there is one of them that stands above them all. That would be doner.
This is called doner. Okay. It has layers of ground beef and ground lamb.
Yes.
And we put some lamb fat in it. We're gonna shave it and put it on a grill now.
Even though it has layers of ground beef and lamb, one thing that it has a lot is seasoning. You can definitely feel it when you're taking a bite, but as you can clearly see, what's impressive is shaping the whole thing, as they carve it little by little and keep adding it on top, making the doner huge. But once done, you want to put it on the grill, remove the plastic paper, and turn the whole thing on. And here's the most important thing, since it has a tremendous amount of fat, as it's cooking, you only want to shave the top layer.
In just a few minutes, it's ready to go. It cooks quite quickly, and as you guys can see, this nice, beautiful caramelization, getting golden brown, that's what you want. And just gonna shave it as thin as possible. Oh my goodness. Is that heaven on earth or what? With one hand, you kind of stop it and hold it still, and here you shave it as thin as possible. If you put pressure, it's not gonna be good. Super juicy. This thing is full of juice. Wow. Oh, wow.
I'll be honest with you, the head chef did make me look bad, as he shaved that thing extremely thin. However, the sous chef thought that I did not had enough, and this happened.
Oh my God. So good. He wants me to eat all of it.
Enjoy.
I absolutely love doner, and normally it's served just like this, with some grilled vegetables and a tiny bit of rice. Now the way the rice is made surprised me.
Okay, this is baldo rice with orzo, and we put some butter in it to make it like grandma style.
Butter.
Yes.
Wow. I was not expecting butter on the rice. That sounds amazing.
Rice is very important.
How much butter you put in there?
About 2 pounds of butter.
Oh yeah, see, I never put butter on the rice. That sounds amazing. Never.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen any rice being done this way. Now this is just our first dish, because remember, we got a lot more to go. And I'm extremely thankful to Gökhan for actually schooling me on Turkish food, as his restaurant is called El Turco, located in Miami. This place is amazing. From the decor to the food, it is everything what you would expect, and more, as they are a Michelin star restaurant.
And what's impressive is that you did it 3 years
Three
in a row.
times. Yeah, 3 years in a row. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That says a lot, you know?
Yep, this is an impressive restaurant. And I was ready for my next lesson, which is this dish. It is called manti. The main star are the dumplings that are underneath. And to make them, there's a pretty interesting story.
So how come it's so small?
Well, it's very important to make it small, because if it's smaller, it's better, because it means that whoever did this showed a lot of effort. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you know what, Guga? In Georgia, in most of Russia, they do it big.
So the key is to make them as small as possible, but it is not that simple. I had a quick crash course.
So you close the tip here. Okay. Close the other tip. Got it.
Cover it. You have to cover the meat.
Oh, and then you cover the meat this way.
Yes. Let's see how she did it.
It's good?
Yes.
Voila. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Manti.
Once done, they just put it in boiling water and finish it off with a yogurt sauce. But what really caught my attention was this. I like to call it a Turkish pizza. I mean, take a look at it. It looks delicious. Unlike an Italian dish, there's no tomato sauce or mozzarella. It's mainly meat. They also stretch the dough extremely thin, and then the meat mix is added, just like this. Now, this meat contains a lot of things, including ground lamb, cumin, coriander, tomatoes, chopped up parsley, pine nuts, and a few other seasoning. But once it's done, into a hot oven it goes, and it comes out just like this. Turkish pizza, usually served with tomatoes, onions, and parsley. And I was told that squeezing a lemon on top of it is a must. And our very next dish is Gökhan's favorite. It's called beef börek, made with puff pastry and a generous amount of meat.
Ooh. Oh. You almost don't feel the dough. It's so thin. You feel the meat.
Yes.
This is amazing. You know, I'll be honest with you, Gökhan. I tried to make this one time. That's why I'm here. It's just good. Really, really good.
Now there's a lot more savory dishes that we're going to be covering very shortly. But Turkish food is not only about savory, as they are also master at sweets.
I've never seen anything like this. What's happening here?
Well, he's making kazandibi, a very famous Ottoman dessert.
Now this dish starts very weird, as the goal is to first burn the pudding. This takes quite some time, as you really want that little bitter flavor. He adds more pudding on top and let it sit. To finish it off, he puts it on a plate and adds a tiny bit of cinnamon.
And that is kazandibi. Did I say that right?
Yes,
Oh,
kazandibi.
you see, I'm even learning Turkish. Oh, wow! It's sweet, but it doesn't taste burnt at all. It's like super creamy.
Very creamy.
Like a milk pudding,
Milk
flan
pudding,
style.
flan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good job, chef.
guy.
That
Yeah.
was amazing. Amazing.
After that, I wanted to learn my favorite dessert. This is a delicious sweet treat that I really wanted to learn.
What is the name of the dish?
It's called künefe.
Kunafe. Oh,
Kunafe.
okay, wonderful. Has a special plate and everything. So how does it work? So you first start with this. What is this?
That's the mixture with butter and molasses.
So we got a little bit of the butter and molasses. So we first lay down the kunafe?
Yes,
Is that how you call it?
kunafe,
Okay.
yes.
A little bit more on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. Press it down. Nice and compact. And then add this special cheese. Wow, it's so nice and soft, this cheese. It's gonna melt very generously.
The top layer.
And then a top layer, just sprinkle on top.
Yes. And then press it down again.
As compact as possible?
Yeah,
Press
it's
it down,
supposed to
huh?
be like this, Guga.
Oh, you see?
Yes.
Professional. So.
Then we're gonna put it in the oven and bake it, and then we're gonna add syrup on it, and we're gonna be serving you, and we'll eat together.
And that is one of the most traditional, delicious dessert you can have, period. That's my kind of dessert. Not too sweet, you know, just sweet enough with the cheese inside. Wow. And the crispiness of the kanafa on the top. And then you add pistachio in this. Yes.
That kunafe was incredible. But now I would say it is enough learning, because it does not matter how many dishes I can make. The most important thing is how do they really taste? Well, we're about to find out right now.
What are we gonna start first?
Okay, I'm gonna show you how to eat lahmacun like a Turk.
Yes, I would love to learn.
So you take some tomato slices, onions, parsley, squeeze some lemon, and then roll it like a tortilla.
Oh, really?
Sevilla. Yes.
Oh.
I love it already.
And
And then you enjoy. Oh, let's go. La Majou. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh,
Wow. The bread is so soft, yet it has a nice crisp to it. The tomato is so juicy, and that juice just jumps right out at you as soon as you take a bite. That's fantastic.
we have to try the doner. Doner is incredible. Cheers.
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 You can taste when food is made with love.
Yeah.
And that food is made with love. Wow, so juicy.
That is outstanding. The seasoning of that beef is so tasty. Strong beefy flavor. It's sliced so thin where it's nice and tender, yet still juicy inside. That is impressive, Gokhan.
Unbelievable. There's so many things to try.
Yes.
What is the most popular dish here?
Well, this is a manto, the beef dumplings. Okay.
Yeah. And like you said, the smaller they make, the better it is,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Shows your skill level.
Yes.
I see. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Wow. I love the freshness of the yogurt that you get.
Like a yogurt pasta, it has a little bit of tanginess, but it's full of meat inside, and it's very, very soft dumpling dough.
I love how even though the dumplings are really small, because you have so many on your fork, it actually tastes very beefy. Like you get a good amount of beef on it, even though they're tiny, tiny dumplings.
Now, this meat here really caught my attention since
Yes.
it was braised for such a long time.
Yes.
I want to give it a try. Oh, so nice and
don't
tender.
need a knife.
Yeah, you don't need anything. You just need a spoon.
Cheers.
It's so tender. Feels like filet mignon.
Yes.
Yes. Right?
This is just melt in your mouth soft. So juicy as well, and the seasonings come through so perfectly.
And since it was confit on that fat,
Yes.
it's just like, wow. Now this, I know, is extremely popular.
Yes.
What is this?
We call it sarma. It has spice and rice, and then grape leaves.
Cheers.
This is crazy. I've never tried this, always seen this grape leaf dish, but never actually tried it. And I love the rice filling that's inside. The word that comes to mind to describe this is just soft. This is actually very simple, very flavorful.
So this is your first time trying sarma?
Yeah, I've never had it.
Well, you started from the
You start from the
so-
top. Yeah, it's normally not like this. This is amazing. Wow. I want to try the hummus. What's the proper way to eat it?
Get a piece of pita bread, put some hummus, and then put some jajik on top, and then enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
That's better. Creamy on top of creamy, and I see why you guys add yogurt to everything, because it makes everything taste better.
Yes.
What's your favorite one, Leo? Out of everything, which one like stand out so much?
The doner. I'm sorry, that
Wow,
meat is crazy.
that's a king.
I agree. So flavorful, so juicy. I think you pay so much more attention on the flavor versus the one on the street food and stuff like that.
Sure, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So this one is like more dedication.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
I want to give you a chef jacket, okay, of El Turco.
Oh!
You can start in it now if you want.
Oh, wow. Wow, I am honored. So apparently, if you guys come over here, you might actually see me in the kitchen, everybody.
Yes.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Thank you, my brother.
You
I
are
appreciate
official.
you. Guys, come check out the restaurant. All the information will be on the link in the description. I highly recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Today we're going to be continuing my amazing trip I had in Italy. The first episode I shared with you was where I took you to my travels inside of the factory of Parmigiano Reggiano, the incredible wine scenery, and of course, let's not forget about the Italian food, baby. Today we're going to go inside of a place that is a source of great pride for Italians, and for very good reason. I'm also eating at one of the most exquisite restaurants I've ever been to. And everything starts off with this. Located near the province of Parma in Italy, this location is beautiful. It's like you're back in time the way things used to be. I mean, even the bugs there are different. I mean, what is this? But back to the location. This place has history. You can tell by what you're looking at right now. I mean, take a look at this. They also have a Michelin-starred restaurant in here, which you know I'm gonna be trying that real soon. But I was really there for the culatello cellar. As soon as you walk in, the first thing you notice is the smell. Think about smelling history. Honestly, to say it's cool is an understatement. They also have Parmigiano Reggiano in there, and obviously this one is quite old. So this is what they look like when they're fresh. And then this one, 20 years old, Parmigiano Reggiano. But let's talk about the culatello. What is this? Well, it is one of the most prized salami in Italy. It all started in the 13th century, but first documented in 1735. We're talking about almost 800 years ago. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old. One of the most interesting things for me in that room was that the mold that was originally produced with culatello in the 13th century is still alive today. And here's the reason why it's still alive. You see, the old mold from the culatello transferred to the new culatello, producing this incredible and unique flavor that is impossible to replicate anywhere else. And I understand why it is such a prized cut of meat. Walking around this place is like you're in a movie. But listen, you're brought right back to life with the smell. It's like a mixture of mold mixed with moisture, crumbled up, have a marriage with salami smell. It's just a very unique smell that goes inside of your brain and you never forget. But if you're like me, you're probably thinking of two things. How much does it cost and how does it taste? Prices range anywhere between $500 to $1,000. That is some expensive salami. This thing better be real good. One thing I had to do is to taste it. And for that, inside of the restaurant we went. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name of this restaurant.
Okay, fine.
Antica Corte Palavincina?
Palavincana?
That one. This one. Let's just say the Culatello restaurant. Now this is fancy. So much so that the menu has no price. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the interesting things about Italians. They have wines for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with that.
Why are you doing that?
I saw on TikTok. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I felt like a TikToker, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But enough about the wine because the first course arrived. This shell-looking thing was kind of like a poached egg without a yolk in the middle. I don't know how to explain what that was. This next one was red cow's fondue with sweet potato cream. And the following one, little vegetables with something truffle. You know, I'm not bougie or fancy and these flavors were quite new for me. I've never experienced anything like it. I'm not saying that was bad. No, that's not what I mean whatsoever. I'm just saying the combination of flavors is quite unique. So that was a very, very different type of hors d'oeuvre that I never had before. And then this arrived. Now, wow, you might be thinking, what is that? Well, it is butter. It is homemade butter. I have never tried anything like this. This butter is the best butter I've ever tasted. But right after that, check it out. What I've been waiting for all day long. Take a look at it. Look at the ratio between fat and meat. What does this remind you of? Yes, you are damn right. We're talking about the Wagyu of salami. As soon as I took my first bite, here's how I can describe. It is strong. Just like Wagyu, it packs a punch. Super salty, porky flavor that is quite unique. It also tastes similar to how the cellar smells. That aroma really goes through the whole culatello, and you can taste it in every single bite.
Here we have the next dish. Crispy purple potato, black truffles, and fresh vegetable from the garden.
Those little crispy things that you are looking at right now are pan-seared culatello. As soon as I took a bite, let me remind you real quick that we are in a nice restaurant. So my reactions had to be constrained, and at the same time, I did not want to embarrass my wife. But it was incredible. I just couldn't show it like my normal way.
What are you doing to me, man?
However, I was not mentally prepared for the next dish. You see, what he's holding on his hand looks like a balloon, but it is the bladder of a pig. And inside there, he's making an amazing pasta. So after cooking it in the bladder, he immediately opens it up and put it on a nice dish, stir it a little bit, plate it up, and add some shaved dry culatello right on top. And this is what you're left with.
So this is the pasta that was cooked in the bladder of the pig.
Now, even though this sounds weird and one of the most craziest things you've ever heard in your life, what's important is how does it taste?
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Let's give it a try to the bladder pig pasta. Such a delicious bladder. So good bladder. I don't think the bladder does anything. But I tell you one thing, pasta does taste delicious. Bladder, not so much.
Now let's think about it. Decades ago, this technique was used as a necessity. Today, not so much. But I love the show aspect of it. I love keeping the tradition alive. But the pasta was amazing. Not to say the same for the next dish. Take a look at this.
I came to Italy, I ate frog legs.
So frog legs is quite popular in northern Italy. If you've never had it, it's quite similar to chicken with a hint of fishiness. It's good, but this next dish is off the chain. It's piglet with prawns and spinach topped up with some soy sauce. And this one was a real treat. Next up, we got a huge selection of cheese. You know me and cheese are best friends, so I gotta try them all. And yeah, they were all amazing. Now that was supposed to be our dessert, but then this happened. So the waiter brought in the menu for the dessert, and one of them was for a 100-year-old recipe. I'm gonna try the 100-year-old recipe. Yes. It was a peach that was cooked in red wine and sugar, and obviously flambé for the show, and served with ice cream. Let's give this a try.
Very interesting stuff.
Wow. It's good. And that was an incredible way to finish the meal. So in essence, being there in that location was really something special. I've never thought that I would have the opportunity not only to go to Italy, but experience something like this. And most important, that restaurant was incredible. My trip to Italy is not over yet, because the next one, we're gonna be talking about Ferrari. Oh yes, I had a quite unique experience. I had a professional Italian Formula One driver teaching me how to drive, and he told me that I drive like a... That video is coming real soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. When you think of Italy, the first thing that comes in mind is pizza. Not for me. I think of sandwiches. The best sandwiches in the world are created right here. First, let's back up. My first location is Florence. This is a beautiful city, known for steak Florentina, but the #1 sandwich in the planet is located here. We will definitely be trying that, and I have a feeling it's going to be phenomenal. However, Italy has a lot more sandwiches to offer. I'll be covering the best of the best and understand why Italy makes the best sandwiches. While the first one looks unappealing, let's see why this is the most popular sandwiches for Italians. He was just telling me a lot of Americans are afraid to try it, you know?
Because they see this,
yeah,
and then they say, oh, it's awful, looks ugly, but the taste is actually like bone marrow, as I said to Guga.
At this point, he had me at bone marrow, which is one of the most delicious thing you can eat. And the fact that he puts it on the sandwich, I asked him to go ahead and show me how it's made.
Tell me about this sandwich, the tripa sandwich.
Yeah, this is actually the lampredotto. This is the fourth stomach of the cow, and we boil it in a broth.
So for how long did you boil it for?
Well, at least 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours.
Something that cannot be sold raw, so it's pre-boiled.
Right. I would love to have one. Can you make me one?
Of course, Guga.
Do one that you recommend. This is very popular here, right? It's one of the most popular sandwiches.
The main thing. It's like the Philly cheesesteak for...
Philly cheesesteak for us in the US? Yeah. Oh man, I see.
One of those things.
All right, so you got the tripe.
You see there's two parts.
Yeah,
one
I see.
One leaner, one little bit fattier.
Oh, okay. Chop it up. Wow, it looks so tender. Puts it right on the bun.
It's one of those things that the more you cook it, the less it's tender.
That almost look like a chimichurri sauce.
Yeah.
Similar?
But it's not spicy.
And then to finish?
Yes, Guga.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Do you recommend the spicy, right?
Yeah, sure. We do the dip.
Oh, you do the dip? Oh. I see.
The main part.
That looks incredible. I am looking forward to eating this. Thank you so much.
Let me know. Huh?
Absolutely. To say I'm excited, it's an understatement. Cheers. Oh my God. Oh wow. Definitely have it spicy, because the spiciness, that thing that he puts in there, is incredible. Wow, it's quite fatty. It's juicy to the max. And the green sauce that he puts in there, which I have no idea what it is, it's incredible, everybody. Wow. I understand why he's the most popular. I truly understand. Take a look at this. It is fatty, it is juicy, it is flavorful, it's spicy, refreshing, absolutely delicious. Most sandwiches you eat have the traditional stuff. Ham, tomato, mozzarella, and other things that you're normally used to. You're not used to this bite right here, everybody. There is no gaminess, there is no off flavor. If you think that this is gonna taste a little bit weird because it's the inners, it's the tripas, and it's the tripe and everything else, no, it tastes amazing. Highly recommend, give it a try. You won't regret it. I know it might sound weird, but it is really good. Thank you for having the experience. Guys, try it. I promise you, you'll know what's best once you take a first bite.
Yep, That sandwich was a 10 out of 10. My next destination was Rome. And here you will see the Colosseum, the Vatican, but most importantly to me, porchetta. You can't go to Rome and not have a porchetta sandwich. And as soon as I saw the first one, I had to give it a go. This place looked quite authentic. They're displaying the porchetta in the front. It looked nice and crispy, so I ordered a sandwich. But instead of making it fresh, they just heat it up in a toaster oven. Oh boy, here we go. Yep, you gotta watch your back whenever you're in Italy. Pickpocketing is everywhere.
Little dry. Oh, actually quite dry. It's porky, but not that porky. Bread is good, sun-dried tomato is good. So what I end up doing is picking the sandwich apart, trying each individual pieces by itself. If I'm being completely honest, the combination of the whole sandwich together is not my favorite. That's the review for this one here. Let's see if I'm able to find a different kind.
This was a complete disappointment. Maybe one of the worst sandwiches of my life. Dry, unseasoned, and with almost zero fat. That is not what you want with a porchetta sandwich. Goes to show you, just because it's Italy, it's not going to be great. But funny enough, my next location was inside of a market in Rome. And there, I came across to something that almost looks like a museum to me. Now this is a place where you should definitely be having some sandwiches. They make several different types, but one of them caught my attention more than other.
And it is a porchetta panini. I have to have that, everybody. Let's give this a go right now. See how good it is. Just gonna dress it right over there. Wow, looks really good. Hefty slices. It looks delicious, everybody. Got a little bit of crunchiness, a little bit of the meat, the whole loin full of spices. And I also got the crunchy bread right there. Let's see what else she dresses it up. Covers the whole thing. Voila, grazie. Got my porchetta sandwich. As I saw her making, I don't know if you noticed, but she didn't put anything else. This is straight up 100% porchetta. Oh yeah, man. Wow. And it is so much better than the previous one. I mean, I could tell immediately just by looking at the porchetta the way it was made. Got the perfect color on that crust. And it's also extremely flavorful the inside. Unlike the other one that he had to put pesto sauce, this one is straight up porchetta and it's not dry. Oh my God, this one is good. Super crusty bread. You know, the middle of the porchetta tends to be a little bit dry because it's actually the loin, but not this one. And she just put the perfect amount of slices. The contrast between the bread and the meat is the perfect amount. No need for pesto sauce, no need for tomatoes, no need for anything else. This is really good.
And most importantly, I did not need a drink to make it go down. This sandwich was phenomenal. Fatty and crunchy as you would expect from a porchetta sandwich. But now it was time to go to the #1 place.
El Antico Vinaio. Now they have several different locations throughout Italy, but they also have now in the United States. I want to try out at least 2 of them and maybe 3 to see which one is going to be better. But hopefully it's going to be a good sandwich, everybody, because there's so much hype about this. The wonderful thing right now, as you can clearly see, there's not a lot of line, and I like that.
This place is known for 2 things: wonderful sandwiches, which you are about to experience, but also humongous lines. Everyone says that the lines go quite quickly, but lucky enough, I did not have to experience that at all, as I came as soon as they opened up.
So these are all the cities that they have available. Okay, let me have 1 Paradiso, 1 Inferno, and 1 Italiano. Everything is sliced fresh for you. Think of it as a high-end Subway, everybody. That's all I can say. I love that they're slicing the meat fresh. Paradiso, okay? Oh, that is a hefty sandwich. All right, so I want to try the very first one, which has mortadella, everybody, my favorite thing.
Hi guys, can you do a photo?
Yes.
If you want?
Yes, we'll do a photo. This guy is camera shy, everybody.
Hi guys.
But the sandwich is really good.
Thank you.
That right there is the manager of the store. And even though he recognized me and knew who I was, not only did he just wanted a photo, he wanted to let me know which one was his favorite sandwich and wanted to make it for me. That will come up real shortly, because now I gotta be real with you guys with this one.
A few things stands out from normal sandwich. Number one, the bread. The bread is incredible. It's unlike a focaccia, it's not oily at all. But I think what takes it over the top is the actual meat, freshly sliced for you. That cream that they have on the bottom there is on a whole nother level. This is a good sandwich.
It makes sense that this is their #1 seller. Mortadella, stracciatella, and the cream of pistachio makes a perfect combination. And the bread was just on a whole nother level. The next one, I wanted to try their second most popular, which is the Italiano.
Excellent. Tomato, mozzarella, prosciutto, and basil, and a good quality olive oil. I mean, let's just eat it. Cheers. Makes me mad how good it is. Imagine a caprese salad with prosciutto on top and a very good quality bread. There's no secret here. Anyone can make this sandwich, but it's all about the quality ingredients. Very good sandwich.
If you had to put Italy between two breads, this would be it. The prosciutto tomato mozzarella is a classic for a reason. This is good. But my next one, I wanted to try something completely different. It's called Inferno, as it's supposed to be spicy. Let's see how that one stacks up.
Now this is the Inferno, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared because it's spicy, and me and spicy, we're not friends.
There! Woo! Yo, that is spicy, boy! Wow!
Oh my God!
Bro, my whole mouth is burning. Are you crazy? Are you on your mind? It's insane. What the
Let's take a bite of this one right here. Cheers. Hold up. Still love the bread. This one not my favorite. This is like eggplant. Yes, it is. This is like rabbit food. Yes, it is. I hate arugula. You have porchetta, but the porchetta is sliced super thin. Oh, the porchetta is delicious. But when you combine all of these things together, man, it's not my favorite. I highly recommend not ordering this one, everybody. The other two are so much more delicious. This rabbit food right here. Who likes this rabbit food, man? That's just stupid. Don't put that on a sandwich.
Do you want another one? I can suggest you another one if you want.
Another one?
Of course.
But it doesn't fit on my belly. I cannot eat the whole thing.
Leave only one.
He says you only leave once. What is your favorite?
My favorite, the number 5. Roasted pork, potato cream made by us, and parmesan cream.
Okay, you show me how to make it.
Of course.
Okay, my friend. Oh, and this is the special bread, huh? Yeah. What is the name of the bread? Not focaccia.
Focaccia.
Oh, it's focaccia. Ah, okay.
I don't want to get my friend fired.
What is the type of bread called?
Schiacciata, which
Schiacciata.
means press, because it's not like really fluffy like a bread, but it's more like a focaccia bread,
Focaccia.
but it's crunchier.
Okay, but crunchier.
This is not focaccia. It's called schiacciata. Even though they might look similar to each other, it is very important to get it right.
The bread looks fantastic. You can see in here all of the ingredients that they have, everything nice and fresh. That's why the sandwich is so good. Slice up the bread. Wow, nice and thin. Love it. Ah, this one is hot.
Our slogan.
I see. Take a look at it. Wow. And there, what is that, my friend?
Parmesan cream made by us.
Parmesan cream. Oh, phenomenal.
It is like creamy cheese.
Oh,
Just that particular because it's not too saucy, it's not too sweet, but it's good to taste.
amazing. It looks incredible. Oh, he's slicing the pork. Everything is nicely sliced fresh. Wow. And it's a hefty amount too.
And behind
Incredible.
we have the potato cream made by us.
Ah, potato cream.
Similar like the classic potato cream, but there is a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and maybe garlic to give us the taste.
Uh-huh. Okay, this one is gonna be good. This is gonna be... Wow. Take a look at that. Are you kidding me?
This is so satisfying to eat.
He puts a little bit of olive oil. That looks like a whole nother level. Packs it up. Boom, boom, boom.
And this is yours.
Wow. Thank you, my friend. What's your name?
Hadley.
If you guys come here, make sure you guys check him out. That is a sandwich and a half, everybody. Oof. It looks incredible, everybody. It looks hefty. Let's go for it. Cheers. Oh my God. I'm speechless. This combo is amazing. It is fatty, rich, creamy, all at the same time. Porchetta, that potato cream that they made, the Parmesan cream on the bottom, olive oil on top, and this crusty bread, everybody. It's on a whole nother level. It is like the Wagyu of all the sandwiches. My favorite one was gonna be with the one with mortadella. I had to change my mind. This is my number one right here. What an incredible way to finish this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks Strong for sponsoring this video.
On today's video, I am being judged on my pasta skill with the most respected pasta authorities of YouTube. Oh yes, these guys are about to destroy me or love me. And if there's one thing they know is their Italian food. I just hope they play nice. And the first two, you know who they are. These brothers are about to bust my balls.
Guga, you are a stick guy, but can you make some pasta?
We wanna see cacio e pepe.
I can do cacio e pepe. I love cacio e pepe. As a matter of fact, that is one of my favorite pastas to eat. But they're not the only one, because we also have another pasta critic.
Cacio e pepe pasta. Let's see if Guga can make it.
Well, Vincenzo, I hope I do it right. Because if I don't, this next person has the most viewed pastas on YouTube. And everyone knows he knows his stuff.
Now, Guga, I know that your domain is steaks, but you keep dipping your toes into pasta, which is my domain. But if you're going to make pasta as your friend, I'm going to make sure that you do it properly.
Oh boy, here goes nothing.
This pasta is the symbol of Rome, and like the Colosseum is truly iconic, the simplicity of this pasta is like no other. But to get it right, it is not as easy as you might think.
This pasta has 3 ingredients. Sounds easy, but it could be the most difficult pasta you can make.
This is true, and it showcases the ingenuity of old Italian cooks.
A crucial ingredient will be the pecorino cheese. The first thing you want to do is to grate this as fine as possible.
Pecorino Romano, the cheese, okay? You can mix a pecorino and Parmigiano, but it's pecorino Romano. See, that's beautiful how it's grating the pecorino. I see people using, the shredded cheese from the supermarket. They don't work.
Using a micrograter makes things easy. However, you can also throw it in the blender, getting this as fine as possible.
You know what? I think the NutriBullet does even a better job. I know, it sounds crazy, but I think it's best.
I'm more privy to that kind of snow texture, melts nice into sauces. It adds nice texture when it's sprinkled on top, whereas grated kind of just melts away. There is no texture.
Once that's done, you want to go ahead and cook the pasta. You want to use a good pasta for this one that has texture. You see this one? It is a sign of high quality pasta, as it will release a good amount of starch, and this rough texture will also grab the sauce. When cooking the pasta, you don't want to use too much water. That's because the starchy water is extremely important.
This is a sauce that's probably more important to have a nice starchy concentrated water. So if I'm making this for 1 or 2 people, I might use less water when I cook the pasta than I would normally, so that the starch to water ratio is a lot higher, because that starch is going to be essential in allowing the pecorino cheese, the pasta, and the water to all become this insanely creamy, delicious sauce we all want when we eat cacio e pepe.
And as the pasta is cooking, you want to go ahead and reserve a little bit of this pasta water.
Bravo, Guga. My God, you're incredible. Bravo.
Let it cool off a little, because we want to mix this with the pecorino cheese. And if you put it too hot, it can actually melt the cheese and make it stringy.
Overheating of the cheese above 180 will break the cheese, just like you're seeing here. It'll come clumpy and lumpy and just not good eats.
That's not what you want. To be specifically, you want it under 180 degrees Fahrenheit.
Guga knows his temps.
Just add little by little and keep mixing it until you make a cream. A nice thick cream just like this. As the next step is to get a pan and toast up some black pepper. You want it to be freshly cracked black pepper, because if it's too fine, it will burn. As soon as you can smell that black pepper aroma, it's time to grab some pasta water and immediately put it in the pan. Shake the pan and prevent the pepper from burning.
Can you imagine the smell in your kitchen right now? You got this pepper going into your nostril.
As once that's done, you want to go ahead and grab the pasta and immediately throw it in there. Mix everything together. Make sure you coat that pasta with that black pepper.
Yeah, the importance of making love, the importance of getting the ingredients to make love. Pepper, the salt, the water, the pasta, the make love, the jump. He's tossing it like, oh, this is so romantic, so beautiful.
The more you mix, the better. And at the same time, add pasta water as needed.
Yes. You don't want that to dry up.
He made that cream, he's gonna add that cream to the pasta. I might just make the whole cream and sauce in the pan with the pasta. And the one thing to keep in mind when you do that is that if you don't have enough pasta water and you add too much cheese, she's gonna hit that pan, probably break, not get creamy sauce. If you add too much water, not enough cheese, the sauce is gonna be watery. So at the end of the day, this whole game is a balance of the amount of pasta water that is needed to allow cheese to melt into it. And if you can strike that balance properly and you have the right temperature, you will always be able to nail cacio e pepe.
Want this thing to dry, it should be slightly wet. As to finish this one up, add the pecorino cream we made previously and vigorously start tossing and shaking the pasta.
He's done a great job with that pecorino cream. It's really beautiful, it really is. Guga, let's make this clear, okay? You are the meat guy, you do steaks. Doing Italian food is my job. Do you want to take my job?
Because the idea is this: as everything is mixing together, you will slowly melt the cheese, emulsifying everything together, making a nice, delicious, creamy sauce. Now this is cacio e pepe. So you want to go ahead and plate it up, add more pecorino cheese on top if you like.
Look how creamy it is. Look at that.
You see how like the strands of pasta have these beautiful streams of the cacio e pepe sauce running through them? That means that there was both enough sauce, it is nicely creamed, it's pretty impressively executed for a big Cuban man who makes steak all day.
Followed by some freshly ground black pepper. The most important part about this pasta is that you must eat it immediately. It cannot sit.
It's so true. See that cream, like a carbonara? You have to eat it immediately or it will get stuck, and you don't want that.
And most importantly, to prevent that, make sure you warm up the plate you're serving in before you plate it.
Now the technique you use for the cacio e pepe doesn't seem so easy, okay? Even the technique I use is not that easy. You guys try and recreate it, it could be difficult, okay? So you need to keep practicing, practice. This cacio e pepe deserves a good 10 out of 10. Look at that creamy. It's so creamy.
That cacio e pepe, it's a 9 out of 10. I want to hate on it, there's nothing to hate.
9 out of 10? Well, there's nothing for you to hate. Why did I get a 9 out of 10? Seriously? That was a beautiful cacio e pepe. If there's one pasta that I am proud of, everybody, is cacio e pepe. And my next pasta might be one of the most beloved one. Gentlemen, be nice.
This is our next pasta. Now first, the meat. You really want to find this, guanciale. It is cured pork and most people think it's similar to bacon or pancetta, but in all honesty, it's really not.
Yeah, bravo Guga, tell everyone, come on, you're the meat guy.
It truly is a flavor of its own. It cannot be compared to pancetta, to bacon, to prosciutto, to anything. When you're making the 4 Roman pastas, it's annoying to hear people say you must use guanciale, but I didn't used to use it until it became available in America. And once I started using it here, once I ate it enough in Rome, there's no going back.
Usually you will find this in any Italian supermarket, and you can always get it online. After cutting it up, you should be left with something like this.
I love it. That's how I love it. You got fat, meat, fat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bravo.
I really advise on cutting that herb crust off there. Not a big deal if you don't, but it's just better practice to do it. And if you don't, if it's covered in black pepper herbs, you just run the risk of them getting burnt and getting a little bitter flavor.
A nice little strip with ratio of mostly fat and a tiny bit of meat.
Yes. So you get crunchy, tender, crunchy.
And that is what you want because we're going to be mainly using the fat. So under low heat, you want to start cooking the guanciale. Keep the heat low. We want everything to melt nice and slow.
You are good, Guga. I like it. You put lots of passion here. Bravo.
If you rush the process, it will burn and you will ruin everything.
That's right. Do not rush it. Bravo.
Next up, the pasta. I'm using this high quality spaghetti. Notice the rough texture. You want to cook it following the instructions in the packaging. And as that was going, into a bowl you want to add some egg yolks, followed by grated pecorino romano.
You use a whole egg, which is nice, and the egg yolk. Maybe put more pecorino, but let's see what you're going to do. I don't think it's enough pecorino, in my opinion. I put a lot of pecorino in carbonara, but let's see.
Generous amount of freshly ground black pepper and whisk vigorously everything together. This is our carbonara cream.
Wow, that's a beautiful carbonara cream. Bellissimo.
Notice that I still have a good amount of fat in there, so go ahead and throw the pasta right on top. Mix everything together so you can coat the pasta with the guanciale oil.
and the pasta make love with the guanciale oil, and it basically gets flavors. The pasta gets beautiful flavors from the guanciale.
You notice all the herbs and stuff in that oil? That's kind of what I don't want to happen, but it's not a big deal.
Go ahead and add some pasta water in the process also, because next up, you want to add that cream we just made. All of it. Now toss and mix everything together, and as you're doing that, the sauce will start becoming extremely creamy.
For the amount of pasta you use, which is not a lot, I think the amount of pecorino was great. It was actually good. So look at the color of the pasta. Look how beautiful it is. Beautiful, creamy.
Again, now the heat is equally as important in this recipe because not only are you trying to melt cheese, you're also adding egg, which can scramble or curdle.
The more you toss, the creamier it gets. Make sure to keep everything under low heat or turn the heat completely off.
Yeah, very good tip.
Another important thing is usually when you cook pastas, you're instructed to pull them out a little before al dente and finish cooking in the sauce. And while we do finish cooking a pasta or all these pastas in the sauce, we can't heat these sauces up too much. So the importance of pulling them out of the water when they are perfectly cooked and then adding them to the sauce, finishing them quickly, and then getting them onto a plate and getting them eaten is the way that you want to handle this.
The last thing we want is to cook the eggs. We want a nice creamy pasta just like this. Because once this is done, you want to go ahead and plate it up, add a generous amount of pecorino romano on top, followed by that beautiful guanciale we cooked previously, and you can always add more black pepper to your liking. Because in the end, you are left with this incredible dish, carbonara. Maybe one of the most famous Roman pastas. And I'll tell you one thing, it is famous for a reason.
Guys, I will give this a 10 out of 10. It was executed beautifully. Fantastico. Yes, you can put more pecorino, that's up to you. But honestly, it's done the right way. You use the perfect spaghetti with a rough texture, so absorb the sauce. You cook the guanciale so well. I like the amount of eggs you use. The carbonara, you can see, look at the image. There is no comments to be made. It's just perfect. If you do it the right way, it's beautiful. If you start adding cream, mushrooms, and whatever you use, then it's not a good plate. This is how you make a fantastic carbonara. Bravo.
It looks amazing, creamy. It's got a nice visual color to it. The guanciale is crisp. It's a good looking carbonara. I'm gonna give it an 8.8. I'd eat the shit out of that.
What? 8.8? Yo, Steve, you are ruthless, man. Why? I think my carbonara is delicious. It's perfect. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I went to Italy, and there I had Luciano's carbonara. I must say, everybody, mine is pretty good. Just like the next one, they decided to combine two amazing pastas together. Steve, be nice. So far, the roast is not that bad, but before moving to the next one, I want to thank today's sponsor, Dalstrong. The holidays are almost here. Time to find the perfect gift for the chef in your life. And when it comes to getting the best chef tools and gear, I always turn to Dalstrong. From chef knives to barbecue slices to cleaver, they got it all. Beautifully crafted, razor sharp, engineered to perform better and built to last. And just in time for gifting season, Dalstrong has released one of its coolest products yet, the officially licensed Superman collection. This two-piece set is so awesome. 8-inch chef knife and 4-inch paring knife. The two essential knives for any chef. Check out the incredible detail in the blade and handle. This set's got collector's item written all over it, but it is more than a showpiece. With premium German steel and Dalstrong's world-class quality. It is razor sharp, feels great in the hand, and handles anything in the kitchen. For the hero chef in your life, the Superman superfan, or the collector, this is a must-have gift. So this holiday season, don't just give any gift. Give something unforgettable. Head over to Dalstrong.com and get yours before they sell out. Thanks Dalstrong for sponsoring this video. Happy holidays. Now, let's get right back to it.
Next one is when Romans started getting really creative. This is a combination of two pastas you've seen before. Think cacio e pepe and carbonara without eggs.
The reason why Guga is cooking so well is because I've seen Gustavo has been to Italy a few times in the last few years, but because he's been to Italy, I believe he's have a better understanding of Italian culture and food and passion and love that you need to dedicate to the food in Italy. So bravo Guga.
First up, we start with the king, guanciale. You want to go ahead and cut it in small strips as we did previously.
Okay, so right off the bat with the guanciale, I noticed that he's cutting it with that cured skin on it, which has either black pepper or, in this case, herbs. And you basically almost always want to cut that off because what might happen whether you're using black pepper or herbs is as that fat renders, it kind of slips off the meat, gets into the oil, and then you have flecks of like burnt black pepper or burnt herbs remaining in the oil, which you really don't want.
And throw it in the pan and cook it under low heat. Make sure to render that fat nice and slow. We're gonna need it. Once the guanciale has a nice beautiful color,
you see right there, all of the herbs in the oil, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was worried was gonna happen.
you wanna go ahead and remove it and reserve, as we'll be using this fat left behind in the pan. Next up, to cook the pasta. I'll be using a high quality spaghetti for this.
You can use spaghetti, or you can use rigatoni. Penne maybe not great, but it will work. But yeah, spaghetti or rigatoni, I think, or even paccheri, the small paccheri will do very well.
Very important. You can see the texture in that pasta, which says to me that that is a slow-dried, bronze-extruded pasta. The difference between that and like a commercial product you see at any supermarket, where it's kind of like a different, paler color and it has a smooth finish, that's shot out of a silicone die. Obviously faster for more efficient production, but it doesn't produce great pasta.
I cooked it following the instructions in the packaging. Once that's done, into a bowl I added a generous amount of pasta water, followed by pecorino romano. Then you want to grab a whisk and whisk this all together, because you want to add that pasta water little by little.
That's a good technique. Again, a very good technique to make the cacio e pepe cream. Beautiful.
You could add the cheese straight to the pasta to form the cream, or you could add it to a bowl before you make it. Either way works. Some people find this is easier and more foolproof, and usually people are worried about the cheese breaking, right? So at the end of the day, that's more or less a problem of the ratio of water to everything else. That's usually either a problem with the heat or the ratio of cheese and pasta water.
Just like cacio e pepe, we want to make a nice smooth cream, because in the end, you should be left with a creamy texture just like this. As now, into that guanciale fat, I added my pasta. Toss it really good to combine all of these things together, because next comes a generous amount of the cream we just made.
So you could have done this in the bowl to make it easier, just because that cream is perfect as it is. To me, so far, it's like, wow, you really want to take the job away from me of being an Italian food ambassador. You clearly want to be one now.
That's important. Whenever you add cheese to a pasta, finishing a pasta, if the pasta's too hot, if the pan's too hot, the cheese is going to break. The melting point of Parmesan is like 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you keep it there or below and you add cheese, you're going to get almost always a perfectly creamed pasta.
Shake it well and toss the pasta, and once everything is combined, add a tiny little bit of black pepper. Shake it and toss it a little bit more. The only thing left to do now is to plate it up.
Probably at that moment when you toss, you add a little bit of pasta water to make sure you get it extra creamy.
To finish it, add some freshly ground black pepper, a good amount of pecorino romano, and of course the guanciale goes right on top. Now this is what happens when cacio e pepe and carbonara have a baby.
It's true, when they make love. Some people say this is even better than carbonara. It's like a carbonara without eggs.
A pasta that deserves more credit because it is absolutely delicious. Oh, yes it is.
Looks amazing. It's creamy. The guanciale is crisp. I'd love to eat it. I give this 8.2 out of 10. Negative points for the herbs on the guanciale.
Steve, I understand where you're coming from, but my guanciale did not have a hard crust. That's why I was able to use that guanciale and let it rendered. However, I agree with you. If you have a hard crust guanciale, which is more popular than the one I had available, you should definitely cut it out because that does not give you a nice bite. But if you have nice and soft like mine, cook it and leave the herbs.
I like the technique that you use to make the cacio e pepe cream. I like how you combine the ingredients, the words that you use to describe the dish. This deserves, again, a 10 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. Beautiful, beautiful execution.
Thank you, Vincenzo. I appreciate that. But our very next one, if you love tomato sauce and meat, you're gonna enjoy this one. This one is just chef's kiss.
I've said it many times and I'll say it again. This is the key of many Italian dishes. It can't be replaced with bacon, pancetta, or anything else. You really want to try to get your hands on this, especially if you never had it before. Because for the next Roman pasta, it is a crucial ingredient, as we're going to be making pasta alla matriciana.
Oh, beautiful. Usually, bucatini is the pasta used for amatriciana, okay? Now, yes, you can use rigatoni, mezze maniche, tortiglioni, like you use in this recipe. Nothing wrong with that. But please, amatriciana needs bucatini. To give you a 10 out of 10, I already know you need to have a bucatini. So let's see if you can get out of 10 Let's see how you execute this recipe.
Think of it as the most delicious tomato sauce pasta you've ever had in your life. And to make it, it's quite simple. After cutting up the guanciale in small strips just like this, you want to go ahead and throw it in the pan. Notice that I didn't put any olive oil or anything else. And that's because we want to use the rendered fat of the guanciale.
Usually there's no olive oil in any of these pastas because they didn't have olive oil. Shepherds didn't want the weight of large jugs of oil as, you know, they're going about their business. Some cheese, some cured meats, that's all they needed. So the oil you're using for all of these that have the guanciale is the actual fat that's rendered out of the guanciale. That's the thing that's going to flavor everything.
This is a lot more flavorful than any other oil you can put in there. You want to go ahead and get a nice golden brown color on your guanciale. Make sure to keep it under low heat because we need this fat. Next up, I went ahead and remove all of the guanciale and set it aside. Then you want to grab a can of whole tomato and crush it up.
Yeah, it's crushing it by hand. You get the beautiful juice out, you make it more rustic, but make sure you don't get the juice out of the bowl like you did now. Don't do that. Don't waste the San Marzano.
You can definitely do it by hand, but if you have a food mill, it's going to be a lot easier.
That's easier. Do it by hand, or you can actually press, you know, with the mashed potato or the masher, or just do it rustic with your hands.
I would suggest the food mill. The food mill turns whole peeled canned tomatoes into what is called tomato passata, the smooth version of tomatoes. As a kid, I hated chunky tomato sauce. Couldn't emulsify and coat the rigatoni or whatever pasta I would have as well, and I just wasn't a fan of biting into those chunks. I wanted smooth, creamy tomato sauce. So that's what you get out of using a food mill.
As once you're done, you should be left with something like this. Now throw that right into the pan with the guanciale fat. Bring it to medium heat and let it cook. Season it with salt and black pepper now. Mix it well and taste it for seasoning. As next, you want to go ahead and cook your pasta.
The amount of flavors that you get when you mix the beautiful and crushed tomatoes with the guanciale fat. It's just perfect, just as it is.
A lot of people love to use bucatini for amatriciana, but for this version today, I'll be using rigatoni.
Bravo, you explained. Bucatini is the must, but you told everyone. Bravo, Guga.
I'm a rigatoni guy, and if you can get some fresh rigatoni, that works best in my opinion.
After cooking it up to the instructions in the packaging, I went ahead and threw it in the pan. Then I added some pasta water. Now a generous amount of pecorino romano.
Just remember, it's good to put pecorino, but the sauce is still cooking. Never put the cheese when the sauce pan is still cooking, okay? So if you still have it on the fire, the cheese doesn't go in. Otherwise, it becomes stringy and not good. So sorry, Guga, but that's a mistake you should not make.
Then you want to toss the whole thing until it becomes extremely creamy. Get ready to get a little messy. That's totally fine, because once you're almost done, you want to go ahead and add the guanciale right on top, toss it a little bit more, and in the end, you want to go ahead and plate it up for serving. And of course, you can always add more cheese if you like, because this is pasta alla matriciana. If you love a red pasta, you're definitely gonna like this one.
Well, I love this one, I really like it. Like I said, you must use bucatini. I'm so sorry. You can use any pasta, but you need to use bucatini. So I cannot give you a 10 out of 10. Sorry. You deserve a 10 out of 10, but you need bucatini pasta for this. So this deserves a 9 out of 10. It executes perfectly. Again, it's showing everyone how simple it is to cook Italian food. This is beautiful. Guys, Guga did a fantastic job. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Now I'm hungry for pasta. So let's go and cook some pasta.
Okay, I've had a masciana all over Rome. It's my favorite pasta, so I'll be a little bit more critical. Pasta looked a little bit dry. I'd love to see that sauce sort of cling to the pasta a little bit more. The guanciale looked good. I'm gonna give it an 8.4, and I'm gonna give it, I'll eat the shit out of that 2 rating. Guga, you did a fantastic job. I'm thoroughly impressed. And I'll make my way down south so we can make some pasta together.
I cannot catch a break with Steve, man. I understand you're trying to be as critical as possible, and that's why I wanted you to be in this video, because I knew you were gonna put me in check, and I'm always willing to learn, so okay. Please go check out these guys on the link on the description down below. Give them some love. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one, because now I'm gonna go practice that amatriciana.